Yo, what's going on, Transcendent Family? Welcome to Skinny to Pro. I don't even know what episode we're on. I'm gonna put it right here. Listen, it's show day. Let's get it. Your boy is about to lock in, so prepare for some B-roll. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of talking today. Yes, I'm gonna give you all my thoughts, but it's time to make it happen. And I love wearing faith-based apparel, start conversations about Jesus. Can't really get a good look at that right now. I'm gonna show you all that a little bit later. But yeah. That's how I woke up looking today. We're coming in. Your boy is, let's see, a little flat here, but I feel a lot more confident on what I can do this year to be able to solve that, though. All the studying, all the prep of what to eat, what to drink, and what to do to get that up. Was able to do it yesterday in my posing practice throughout this entire week. So we're going to follow that formula, and then we're going to just continue to make adjustments based on how things are looking and how the showtime goes. But listen, I appreciate everybody that's here. I'm super excited. It's show day, y'all. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so just got the spray tan. Everybody in there was just super nice. And honestly, like, this is the kind of things my wife would be talking about when she's like, maybe you're an extrovert, which I think I'm just an ambivert. When I'm in my zone, I'm in my element, I feel really comfortable. I love socializing. And one of the things we are reading today, I believe it was 1 Corinthians 13, 1 through, I think the entire chapter, is just basically saying that if you don't have love, you don't have anything, right? And so I really just like am embodying that right now. And that's really what it means to embody God and just follow after Christ. So I'm just showing love to everybody, dapping everybody up, getting everybody's names. I remember names from yesterday. Like, it's a fun thing. There go my boys, they were right there. Oh, they got a Camaro. But are they pulling out as a squad? Got a photographer. So I'm just excited. Like, it's cool. It's cool meeting people. So we're about to get it going. We're about to head to the venue now. Things are gonna move pretty quickly. We're gonna B-roll. We're gonna do all that stuff. My wife is gonna be in the crowd getting a little footage as well. And I just told her that, so she didn't even know that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Y'all keep watching, man. It's going up. All right, you all, so it's like super deep in there. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I don't feel like taking the mics out or anything like that. Kind of got a general feel of when I'm gonna go on, so I went ahead and take a picture of that. I just really got to keep up with which classes are ahead of me. But right now, everything seems to be moving pretty smooth. I'm actually about to walk through this sea of competitors and kind of see what we got going on in here. Let me show y'all real quick. And this isn't even everybody. Like, most people are like actually out there talking to vendors and stuff, so I'm gonna go look around, just kind of parlay a little bit, and then I'm actually gonna go see where my wife is, actually see the stage, see where they're at in the show, and then I might talk to a few vendors now. I'm not really sure. I might honestly save that until after I go on, but we'll just kind of see. So let's get it. Alrighty, y'all, so pretty big backstage back here. There's people like, and of course, like mostly women, but they got the pillows, everything completely laid out, blankets. Like, I feel it. The women actually go on last, so that actually makes sense. Like, why some of them are knocked out, because they probably had to get up early in the morning and do makeup and all that, and then now they just chilling. But right now they're in men's transformation, which honestly, I think that's probably the most hyped division of summer shredding, because the stories that they're playing on the screen, like, they're still going on now with them. They're just incredible to see people that are like 624 pounds go down to like 200 something. absolutely crazy, absolutely incredible. So I'm chilling right now. I'm doing men's fit physique, which is the tested division of men's physique. So they're gonna go through all of the transformation pretty much. Then they're gonna do team men's physique. They're gonna go through all men's physique. They're gonna do one more transformation class just to kind of break up the monotony, and then they'll do fit physique. So I'd imagine that probably at least take maybe an hour because of how many competitors are actually here. So for me, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna eat a few rice cakes, eat some peanut butter, and then just kind of let that digest for 20, 30 minutes. By that time, if men's physique has started, then I'll gradually start to pump up because that'll be about maybe like 30 minutes. Yeah, so we're just gonna do that and then we're gonna chill. It's been super easy to record back here too, which is awesome. You can see I'm mic'd up and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna take y'all in as far as I can with it. Stage, I'll just have some really cool stage videos to show you all, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned for that B-roll. But yeah, it's going good so far. I'm enjoying it. Basically using my bag as a table. Y'all know me. Well, if y'all don't know this about me, I'm typically more of like a clean freak, but this is one of those times where you're just doing what you got to do. The irony is this Houston weather is so hot, it kind of melted this peanut butter a little bit, even though I had it in my bag, somewhat insulated. But it actually has made it more creamy, so I'm not even mad at that. Like, this is probably the creamiest this peanut butter has been. It makes it a little bit harder because I only have a fork, but I ain't mad at the creaminess of it. And my Morton's light salt ended up opening up in the bag, but I was prepared for that as well, praise God. I had the sandwich bag, so it opened up in the sandwich bag, not my actual bag. But I decided to do the first rice cake with a little bit of peanut butter and Morton's light salt so I can get that potassium blend, just so I'm not drying out. Or when I say drying out, I know people say get dried out on stage, but drying out to the point where my mouth is like dry, because then that means I'm not hydrated enough. I did that on the first rice cake. The second one is gonna be pink Himalayan salt, a little bit more drizzle of honey, and then like I said, I'm really just gonna sit here and chill 20, 30 minutes. Show day is not the day to try and get full or be like, oh, like, I'm satiated or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? You're really just trying to be able to get a pump, control your variables, and make sure you're not starving on stage, but at the same time, you shouldn't be like, satiated. That's not the goal, right? The goal is for the look. So we're gonna do one more of these, a little bit of honey, and then some pink Himalayan salt so we can get more of a sodium hit here. And then when I get closer to pumping up, what I'm probably actually gonna do is go back and forth between hydration and my LMNT, just depending on how I'm looking, how the veins are popping, if I'm still flat or what's going on, So I'm gonna get that set up and then eat this, and then I'm gonna chill for a little bit. Class A or fit physique?
Class A fit?
Yep.
How long until you're out, you think?
They just call it C, and it seems like
C of like men's physique?
Yeah. So they're moving pretty smooth. They got C, D, team, masters, and then me.
Yeah, like.
That's what I was saying. Like, this is my second show ever.
Yeah.
And I beat last show's package, so I'm like, I already won.
Can you pass me my shirt?
Thank you. Alrighty, y'all, so those of you all that are new to bodybuilding shows, you have your individual routine, and then you get into a comparison round. Now, a little bit while they're lining us up here, my individual routine definitely still a work in progress, but it is light years past what I did last year. The confidence was high last year, but honestly, I just had no basis of posing at all. I'm coming into this one after 2 posing seminars, still very much so a student of the game, really don't know how to pose at a high level. But again, if you go back to my first bodybuilding show ever and you compare it to this year, night and day difference. Now, as you can see, starting off really low here, I made it into what's called first call outs. And so if your show is big enough to where you have more than 5 competitors, you're gonna have multiple call outs. And in this particular show, there was 12 total men's physique athletes in my class alone. Again, this was a huge show. And so as you can see, I'm in the top 5 of these first call outs. And what we're doing now is battling out to see where the placings will be in prejudging. Now, each show is a little bit different. Sometimes a lot of people will say, hey, the show is decided in prejudging. Other people are like, you could be right there at prejudging, come back, you know, maybe you didn't eat your meals at the right timing, you kind of peak a little weird or whatever for finals, and somebody comes back and they sneak you and they win. So you want to take both of them very, very seriously. One thing I'll definitely say that I noticed here for me, and I actually overheard a lot of competitors before they went on stage, you can look at my chest in my front shot, I look super, super shiny. And so it actually looks like I'm like sweating or gassed. But the reality is, and this is something that my wife always points out, and she really pointed out this show, as you can see, Luke here in the middle resetting yet again. I don't really reset a lot. I really practice my posing again. Work in progress, not the best posing. In terms of conditioning, I hold my poses for a very long time. And she just kept making comments after I got off stage. She was like, you're the only person that didn't have to reset multiple times. So I actually pride myself with that. But back to why I'm so shiny, in the back they were adding glaze to us, but they were just spraying it on us. And I noticed that a lot of the guys, especially the guys to my left, they were like, yeah, don't glaze me here, or some of them didn't get glazed at all. And I realized that just made me overly shiny, especially with my skin complexion. And now it just looks like I'm overly sweaty again. I don't know if that plays a role in the judge's mind, like, dang, he just looked like he's gassed out. But yeah, was able to hold it, never got center, but was able to stand my ground.
Fourth place goes to number 179, Termar.
So I'm not going to lie, I was a little hurt that I got fourth place, but I'm always going to be honest with myself. I think the guys that got first and second, as you can see, Luke in the middle and the guy in yellow shorts in second, I really felt like they came in more conditioned than me, a little bit bigger. Guy in third, I'm not going to lie to you, I feel like I had him, but again, he got me on this day. The judges saw it differently, and that's pretty much how prejudging concluded. All right, you all, so your boy made the top 5 in the prejudging, so mission accomplished so far. The war is not done, one battle is done. So this show has over 300 competitors, over capacity, honestly, so it's a very, very long show. The pros of that is I have time to run out, get some more food, get set up. The cons is we may be in there for who knows how long. Now with men's fit physique, as you can see, we're at Walmart, by the way, but with men's fit physique, and I'm walking away for the sun, so I don't know if y'all can see me. We went last technically for the men. Men's fit physique was the last one to go for the men's, but we will be the first people to go for finals. So I think that's going to be very clutch. Right now, we're going to pick up 2 things here in Walmart, go back to the B&B, and then head right back up there for a drug test. So we're going to keep it going, fast-paced day. All right, you all, so we're back at the B&B. I literally have my phone on the charger as I'm recording this real quick. I've been very blessed today. I feel like God's been keeping my physique right where it needs to be. I haven't been overly thirsty, haven't had any like GI issues. Like things have just been smooth. Like even now, as I'm flexing, I'm still right there. So the key from what I've heard, because again, self-coach, but from what I've researched, the key between, you know, prejudging and finals is can you maintain that look into finals, right? And it's not necessarily that you have to stay like right at the edge the entire time, but you need to be able to be like close enough to where you can just call upon it with maybe a little bit of sodium, some hydration, maybe a rice cake or 2, some quick sugar, stuff like that, stuff that can get you going in like 20 to 30 minutes or less. So right now, I actually just ate at right around like 2:10. It is currently 4:15. We're actually about to run right back up there because you have to do the drug test for fit physique. One of the things of being natty, you know what I mean? I love it though. So we're gonna go back up there. And then honestly, the interesting thing is, it's like, do I stay up there or do I come back? It's really just gonna depend on if they're running on time. More than likely, I'm just gonna have to sit in the back because like I mentioned earlier, men's fit physique, we were the last men's group to go for prejudging, but we're the first to go for finals. So the pros of that is once I get done with finals, I can dip out, get back here, chill out, cook some more rice, do my whole thing, spend time with my wife, you know, the whole 9, edit some videos for y'all, right? Exactly. The con is I'll go there, get drug tested, and then if the show is running slow, I really can't do anything because since we're the very first class, like leaving would be a mistake. So we're gonna see how it goes. Like I said, I'm feeling good. I honestly eat one of these first form beef sticks just because I can have a little fat. So this is actually 10 grams. So this will kind of slow down all of the carb absorption, and probably like just enough keep me satiated, and then I'll be able to hit some rice cakes and stuff like that a little bit earlier before stage. So I'm gonna think about that, keeping the hydration just nice and moderate. But yeah, things have been good so far, so appreciate y'all. If you watched this far, comment show day down below so I know that you're rocking with your boy. Also, I stepped outside for a second just so it would be a little bit more quiet and be able to talk to y'all for a second. But yeah, your boy is back. Apparently the people that are doing the drug testing for the Fit Physique are running behind. They got stuck in traffic or something like that, so I don't know. But anyways, we're the first people, like I said, to go back on after the pre-judging. So I went ahead, as you saw, went ahead and ate 2 rice cakes. Actually ended up eating 3. The first 2 had a little bit of peanut butter on it, a little bit of honey on both. The third one was just honey and salt. So that way I'm about probably 20 to 30 minutes out from going on stage. And when it enter my bloodstream, start to kind of get everything going, because I could kind of feel in my body that I'm like right there, which is awesome. I'm not spilling over at all. I'm not like super flat either, where it's like, hey, you're too far gone. Literally, it's like right there. So I'm doing the same kind of tactic. Like I said, 1 extra rice cake, because when I was back there the first time, one mistake I made is they had like some Ghost Pump product back there, and I was like, man, I really want to get my honey, but we are already in line, and I was like, I can't get out of line. So I ended up doing a little bit of the pump product, did a dry scoop, literally almost died, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. So made sure I got a little bit more honey this time, because I feel like I could have just been an inch, like just a little bit more full. I think this is gonna pretty much seal the deal. I got my element tea. I can shake up a little bit of that like right before I'm going back, because sodium gets in your bloodstream almost immediately within minutes, and then just facilitate that all the way through. And hopefully we'll kind of see, after play it by ear. We were in the hallway for like, I feel like 20-30 minutes before we even got to the pre-pump room. Then we were there for 15 minutes, then we went on stage. So it was kind of like, you know, not having water or anything back there can also be a detriment. So this time I'm gonna have a little water bottle I can kind of sip and just make sure I'm keeping everything peaked out. But yeah, I just wanted to take some time, catch y'all up, let y'all know the behind the scenes thought process, and yeah, stay tuned for the finals footage. All right, you all. So I'm gonna spare you all the long recap at this moment. What I will say is your boy bought some hardware home, and honestly, I think it's in my bag. But yeah, my wife's gonna get that. Got 4th place in first call out, so it's 4th out of how many, babe? 12? 12 people in Fit Physique. Crazy experience. Even with some of the negatives, it was definitely something I enjoyed doing. And honestly would still do again. And like I said, I will save like a deeper recap later. And she's bringing the medal over. You see the hardware, you know, like Steph Curry gonna be like biting it and everything. But after I clean it for sure, because you know how your boy is, right? But now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. So now that I'm 4th, I have the opportunity to do the championship show. If you all remember, I was like, hey, the goal is to go to Houston. One time I'm flying from Atlanta. Let's do the 12th, the 13th, knock it out, right? But your boy got 4th. So now I have some decisions to make. I'm going to pray on it. And not to mention, you know, God does answer me fast, though. You know what I mean? I'm one of his favorites. You know how people say that? I'm one of his favorites for correction. And I'm realizing that that's actually favor. We're going to cover that in another video. Anywho, in order for me to do this, what they kept telling us on the check-in is you have to register for the next day while you're there. Well, as you can see, I was so hungry, I came back here, we're eating. So I literally have to go back up there in the next 30 minutes before they close everything down.
It's 10:23 p.m.
It's 10:23 p.m. So it's already late. I would have to get up at like 6:30 in the morning, do 10, all that stuff. But anyways, I would have to go back up there in the next 30 minutes and register for tomorrow. So there's a lot to think about, a lot to pray about.
And pay. He would have to pay again.
And pay again.
For the show, he would have to pay again for the tan. He would have to pay again for the drug test, the drug screen. Mm-hmm. And have to go against. And I would have to pay for her to see pre-judging and finals. That's 2 separate tickets, because they kick you out and they also check the bathroom stalls to make sure that you are not hiding. So it's like you won 4th place, which is incredible, but
all in, we talking about maybe like $400 some dollars.
Huh?
We might be talking about like $400 some dollars.
More than that, right?
$250, $25 for the chance, $275, $100 for the dress screen, $375.
Plus my ticket.
Oh, your ticket. So yeah, almost like $500.
Yeah, $500.
So yeah, $500, and I got 30 minutes to decide if I can like battle my way from 4th You know, they say faith moves mountains, but battle my way from fourth and get, you know, at least enough to be able to get $1,000 back tomorrow to feel like I recoup some money.
That's if you win first over your class tomorrow?
Yeah.
And you have to wake up at like 5:30 to get tanned?
It's tanning's between 6:30 and 7:30, so I'll be up at like 6, just sleepily walking out of here.
Sleepily?
There's the context. Like I said, I got a lot to pray about. Context? Yeah, context.
Say it again.
I don't really care.